Welcome to Around Kitsap. We are at our beautiful NAD Park. This park is located between Highway 3 and Kitsap Way in beautiful Bremerton. This is a former naval ammunition depot, something like that.
Yes.
Thus it's called NAD Park. This is also, I believe, one of the very first sites of disc golf. Is that correct, guys?
Well,
one of the very
first
first.
sites in Kitsap County.
In Kitsap County. With me are disc golfers extraordinaire in our county. My guests are John Cohoon next to me. Next to him is Paul Wright. We're going to learn more about disc golf and really how it is exploding in our community. So first of all, John, thanks for inviting us. This is John's.
Glad to have you here.
John loves disc golf. Tell us what you've been doing this year, John, as far as your personal goal.
Okay. Back in January, I made a New Year's resolution that I was going to play 6,600 holes of disc golf this year because I turned 66 this year. And at the time, it seemed like a good idea, but it's turned into kind of a year-long marathon. It's I get up every morning at 7 o'clock and I try and get out here and play 18 holes. On the weekends, I play 36 holes both Saturday and Sunday. And it's been kind of a grind, but I've got 1,100 holes to go, and I think I'm going to make it. Paul said that on December 31st, if I'm 50 or 60 holes short, he'll come out and play them with me. Didn't you, Paul?
Wow.
I did say that, yes.
Wow. That's phenomenal. Really phenomenal. Paul, you have been really a leader in the disc golf community, and also you have achieved a huge acclamation. You are the king of the world in advanced senior Grand Masters champion. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I've been involved with the sport since the early 70s, and I took about 25 years off to raise my family. We didn't have any disc golf in Kitsap, so when a group of people got together and built this park, I got back into it in 2005, and it's become an obsession. More than anything, I jump in with both feet and very involved with the club, and I had some success this year with my playing. And
Tell us what senior Grand Master champion is. What is the age division, and where did you go, and
it's
how did you earn
between
that?
60 and 70 is the senior Grand Masters, and so
Not really.
the World Singles Championships was in the Quad Cities, Iowa, this year, and went back and played in a group of people that there were 8 former world champions playing in my division out of 70 people that were in the division, and I ended up winning by 6 strokes.
Wow, that's huge. So I want to tell everybody that according to John Cohoon, if this was an Olympic event, he's our gold medalist. That's right.
It's as close as I could come to describing.
You're the gold
Well, I want to
medalist.
point out it's in the amateur level. The pros are a quantum leap
Okay.
above what we are
Okay.
doing, and it's still an honor for me. But
Yeah.
we're not curing cancer here. We're just having fun.
You're
and-
having a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and it's really that's what it's all about. Tell us, when you were in Iowa, Paul, where were the other people from? What other states, or is it nationally this is a huge sport?
Oh, we had people from all over the world. From the world, yeah. I played with a guy from Australia who was right in the mix until the last couple rounds. The first time I played in Worlds, I tied with a guy from New Zealand who I became good friends with. And,
Awesome.
But yeah, I think there's somebody from 40 states and people from, I think there were 7 countries represented.
Paul, tell us about what is happening in Kitsap with disc golf. There's new developments. We're here at NAD. I haven't been here in quite a while, and the park looks absolutely beautiful. Paul says the holes are outstanding. What else is happening in our community, though?
Well, we have a great variety of courses to play that will challenge you. I think we have a lot of very, very good players. Part of that is due to the fact that we have good courses that force people to learn how to make all of the shots. We have a new kids course right here at the NAD that we put in. We just put the concrete in a few weeks ago, and it's ready to go. We want to start developing our players from when they're really young.
Really smart.
We just assisted Bainbridge Island in putting in the first 9-hole course on Bainbridge Island.
And where is that located? Do you know the name of the park?
That is in Battle Point Park.
Mm-hmm.
And,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's up
nice park. Nice park.
Beautiful
big
park.
Open space. Yeah, great.
Yeah, we're there, and we are proposing a 9-hole course with 3 different tee pads at the old East Bremerton site. They're doing some clearing up there, and we are going to go in there in hopes of doing what we did here at NAD, and that was sort of replace the homeless population that's in there with disc golfers.
Mm-hmm. That's really great. John, you were telling me about the clearing behind the old East High School on Wheaton Way. What is your favorite disc golf course to play?
Boy, that's a tough one. I like playing out here at the NAD, but it gets so much play that it's kind of hard to get around. You have to play through groups. The Bud Pell, the new course, I still call it the new course, over on Wheaton Way, I'm usually there again really early in the morning, so I have the place all to myself.
Nice.
I love
Tell
that
us
course.
exactly where that Bud Pell is. Is that by...
It's where the paintball course is.
Right.
If everybody knows where they are, or the
Good.
ball golf driving course.
Ball golf.
Yeah. I'd like
That
to say,
other golf?
if I could, I'd like to say a word about Paul. He wouldn't talk about himself, but he's been the president of our association for quite a while, and under his leadership, that's how all this has happened. He's had all these great ideas, and he's got the will and the character to bring all this stuff into being. And I don't think we'd be near the association that we are without him.
That's a very good point. A very good point. Let's talk about when the association installs these baskets and these holes, as they're called. Does the association maintain those, or in this case, does the city of Bremerton come out and maintain? Who does that kind of work?
We've got a lot of volunteers, and we do all the maintenance. We put in the baskets. If there's a safety hazard, that we'll usually take care of it. If it's something really serious, like a tree that needs to be taken down or something, we'll notify the city or the county. But generally speaking, all of our courses are player maintained.
I think one of the best things about disc golf and everyone that comes out to these parks where they're located is someone's putting eyes on the facility pretty much every day. Is that a correct statement?
Yeah, absolutely. Many people.
Many people.
Excuse me.
So
every day.
any kind of disruption, graffiti, bad kind of things may be going on. You folks have eyes on that. You either pick up the trash or let the authorities know, either City of Bremerton, Kitsap County, whoever's Bainbridge Island Parks, they can come out and take care of it.
Yeah, each course kind of has its own steward, somebody who has
That's a word I
taken
was looking for,
the
steward.
responsibility to see that those things are done. And each relationship is different. Our relationship with Bremerton Parks is great, as well as with Kitsap County Parks. Bainbridge kind of has their own people over there because it's a long ways. We help them design and put in a safe course. But it's their course. They have the ownership. We helped the Lutheran Church put in a course up in North Kitsap.
Cool.
And also in Port Orchard, we have a course set up there as well. So each one has some similarities in that it's player maintained. But the relationships with each of the entities, and in the Bud Pell, the Ross family was wonderful in allowing us to put
That's
that in,
right.
and they've been really helpful as well with the
Good.
equipment and putting things in. But we
Good.
maintain it.
Good. Hey, Paul. Go ahead, John.
If I could, yeah, Mr. Ross was just terrific. Paul was out there doing a lot of the work, and other places, the city and the county, if we need to take a tree down, there's sometimes quite a bit of debate about it. But on the Ross property, Mr. Ross was just terrific. He'd come out there with his bobcat and
Get it handled.
he just did all kinds of stuff. He was a great guy.
Yeah.
He did a lot for us.
Yeah, really awesome. Paul, I'd like you to tell us a little bit about the history of disc golf.
You know, it began with the Frisbee. This is a Frisbee pie tin from the Frisbee pie factory, and where the whole flying disc thing began with throwing these upside down.
And it came with already the holes in it.
That was
Yeah, because it's a pie pan.
There are different generations of
that?
pie tin.
Where'd you
I
find
got
that?
it for my 30th birthday from a really good friend.
That's great.
Oh, those are available to collectors and that sort of thing.
Are they? Frisbees, pies.
So
Awesome.
when disc golf was first started, it was with these large frisbees, and
That's what I remember learning with.
they added the pigment into it to give it a little extra weight, because you could throw them a little further if they weighed a little more, or make them more stable. And so this is what we played with for years, and we were throwing them up and hitting trees or objects to make the hole. And then this is a driver now that you would use that are heavier than this, and yet much more compact with the weight in the rim, and they come in a variety of weights and sizes and stabilities. But just the joy of, I see people out here on the courses all the time just throwing frisbees, not golf discs.
Right.
And they're having a good time.
And that's what it's really all about.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Yep.
Paul, as you were showing this, I see that your name is on there, because sometimes these do get lost.
Yes.
Let's talk about the store in East Bremerton, Disc Golf 360.
360 Disc Golf.
They are huge supporters of the sport. They have supplies there you can purchase, and they're also the keeper of the lost and found.
Yes. Yeah. They have done a great job. They're all in. And and the players spend a lot of time over there getting them, and we hope that anybody watching this supports the 360 Disc Golf.
Right. It's about the only place in our community. I mean, you can buy discs in numerous places, probably local stores, big box stores.
Right.
But
You can
Disc
get
Golf
a
360.
starter set of a driver and a putter and a mid range at Big Five. That's, if you're a scant beginner, that's probably the best way to go, because they're reasonably priced and you get what you need. But as you grow and mature in the sport, you'll find that your needs change. You'll start out thinking 3 is all I'm ever going to need, and then you end up with, how many do you
50, 100.
I've got a couple hundred, and I know Paul's got the number in the thousands.
Yeah. This backpack that carries a lot of discs is like, how many fit in that? There's a lot in there.
Yeah. I carry 30 discs when I'm competing.
Wow.
Just in my pack there.
Yeah. Wow. Let's talk about these. There's boards probably at each course that lists contact information, who is in West Sound Disc Golf Association. There's a list of the courses in our community, board members, people you can contact. So if you're interested in this sport, the website is WSDGA.org.
Yep.
Can you expound? You want to expound on that?
Yeah,
a
all the
little bit more?
information about what we're doing and where to come play. Probably the best place for a starter, if you've never played, is to show up here at NAD at 9 o'clock in the morning. We have a family-friendly doubles. You'll get paired up with another person, and on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. We'll also have discs. We have the used discs that don't get claimed after 6 months. We sell them for $5. Some are a little more if they're really in good shape, but you could show up here without anything and
try it out.
Get some discs and try it out. We'd love to see you out here.
Yeah. Wow.
That's really the best.
That's really the best way to start, because you get paired up with somebody who knows how to play, and almost all the players are willing to give you their time and their knowledge, their expertise. Everybody wants to grow the sport, and that's one of the best ways to do it. Get people started.
And really encourage it as a family sport. We're going to take a break. Next, we're going to talk to Allegra Archer. She is an upcoming disc golfer, a young woman. She's going to do some demonstrations for us and also talk about what disc golf has done for her in her life. Really cool. Another way of growing the sport, incorporating young people, women, so it's not just guys playing disc golf, it's for everybody. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Around Kitsap. We're in our beautiful NAD park off of Kitsap Way and Highway 3. This course for disc golfers is really, really beautiful. I want you to meet Allegra Archer. Allegra is a new disc golfer, relatively new. How did you get started, my dear?
I learned about it from friends. The first time I learned about it was in 8th grade, and, never really picked up on it then. I have a lot of friends in the community that taught me how to play. My boyfriend started playing first, and I picked it up in about 2015. After a year or so of watching him, I got the bug in me, and I've just been trying to improve my game ever since.
Awesome. Is there a designated women's group time that come out and play at different locations?
We have our Facebook page,
Awesome.
the Kitsap Disc Golfers. There's also Women's Piece of Disc Golf, which a lady out in Shelton runs. We, get together in the summer and we have women's leagues, as well as we have
nice.
casual women's rounds all the time. We have a great women's community that has been growing so much over the past few years. If you get on Kitsap Disc Golfer, whether you're a man or a woman, we have a lot of great
Lots
information
of good information.
on there. Yeah.
Great. Allegra, let's talk about events that are coming up in the disc golf world. We've got some in the middle of January. What's it called?
Yes, it's called the Ice Bowl. Our motto is no wimps, no whiners. So it'll be January 13th. Sign-ups should be in the next few months. You can look for that on our Facebook page.
Awesome.
And it's a great event, great for beginners. It's a doubles event, so you pair up a beginner, kind of pairs up with a more experienced player. And you go out and you have fun. And there's no real competition about it. It's kind of a fun fundraiser for the Bremerton Food Bank. So it's great.
Great.
Yeah.
Very good.
And
Go ahead. Keep going.
I was going to say we have another event in February, winter at the Bud, at our other course, Bud Pell. So that'll be great. And then we have a women's only event on May 12th that me and Lisa Neinhauser will be running together.
But it's a global event.
It's a
Talk
global
about that.
event. Women from all over the world come out and play on May 12th. And I think last year we had over 1,500 women come out and play all over the world. And so it's great. It's, just a time for women to have their presence in the sport and really grow the sport.
Very, very good. Once again, we want to share the website, which is WSDGA.org. Lots of great information. Facebook page again, what's it called?
Kitsap Disc Golfers.
Kitsap Disc Golfers. We want you to check it out. It's just wonderful. You can walk around, play disc golf, enjoy nature. We're going to put the map up that shows you all the courses. And thank you for joining us
Thank you.
Around Kitsap. We'll see you next time.